Hey everyone, I hope you're well. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm doing something a bit different for you guys. I'm going to be talking more in terms of like health, lifestyle and fitness, and talking to you guys about my weight loss journey. So if that sounds like something that would interest you, then please keep watching, and I'm just going to get right into it. So the first thing that I want to discuss is why I wanted to lose weight, or what kick-started my weight loss journey. And basically what happened was, not this summer but last summer, so about like 16 months ago, I went to Dubai. I was out there, obviously it's boiling hot, you go to the beach a lot and you're in your bikini or whatever, and I just felt like from my first year of university I'd gained quite a bit of weight. I'd gained about 4 kilos, and it was like the heaviest I'd ever been in my life. I wasn't feeling really confident, and like when people would take pictures of me, I feel like I had to like stand in like a certain way, like breathe in to the side, butt out, butt in, like trying to like angle myself to look like the old me before I'd gained the weight from my first year of uni. I just wasn't feeling happy about myself. But even then, like even though I wasn't feeling really happy about myself, I wasn't like really sad about it. So I came back to London, I carried on doing my own thing, and then I started uni like 2 months after, and I just found myself being so tired and like really low energy, and I was like eating so many foods that were just like really heavy, basically like heavy foods, like high in carbs, high in fat, and they just make you feel really like out of it and tired and sleepy and not really high energy. And so I was like, you know, I need to kind of make a change, because I don't want to be always like tired and like not as into things and as energetic as I usually am. Like I need to make a lifestyle change, and at the same time as wanting to make a lifestyle change, I also wanted to lose the weight that I had gained in my first year of university. So yeah, so I basically ended up joining the gym again, because I've been going to like the same gym since I was 6, but like as when I got a bit older and I wasn't really going as much, and my mum kind of just freezed my membership, so I just like rejoined my gym again, and I got myself a personal trainer, and that was for when I first started off. I think I started off in the first week I had him once, in the second week I went up to like twice, and then by the third week I had him 3 times a week, but after the third week I personally trained at the gym 5 times a week. But at that point I still didn't make any changes to my diet or anything. It was just about going to the gym. And I'm going to tell you guys something, like if you ever feel kind of like low energy, or just you kind of need like a change of scene, like you might be feeling a bit stressed out at work, or like a bit down or anything, going and doing exercise, whether it be at a gym, whether it be at like exercise classes or running on the street, whatever is your kind of thing that you like, I really recommend it, because doing exercise has been scientifically proven as well to improve your mood. So in terms of improving my mood and improving my energy, it certainly did. I was like much happier, much more energetic, and like I was going back to like my old self again. And then after about a couple of months of just really going kind of hardcore at the gym, I would probably go about between 3 and 5 times a week. After about a couple of months, I decided that I kind of want to incorporate the healthy diet with the gymming lifestyle basically. And even though I'd been going to the gym for like 2 months, I'd probably only lost about 1 kilo, and that goes to show us that basically when people say that it's 80% diet and 20% exercise, they're like pretty much right. So I thought that if I incorporate a healthy diet, I'll be less bloated. Again, it helps with like energy levels, and it helps with like weight loss, but not like in a militant way. Like it helps with weight loss in like a healthy way. So I made some like really good food swaps. I remember the day I decided I want to be healthy, I decided to go to Whole Foods, because in my head when I thought about healthy, I didn't think that you could get healthy from like Tesco, Waitrose, wherever you shop from. And it's not true, I know that now, but at the time I was like to my friend, let's go to Whole Foods. So we went to Whole Foods and I basically bought like everything that I thought would attract me, the kind of things that I like to eat on a daily basis, but like food swap versions of it. So I, instead of buying like normal pasta, I bought like whole wheat pasta, I bought zucchini pasta, I bought edamame pasta, which actually tasted nice, by the way. And for example, if I was looking for like sweet treats, I'd try and change it to like a healthy like nut bar, or I like rice cakes with like maybe some milk chocolate on top, because the amount of chocolate it has on it is very minimal, so it kind of gets like hits the craving but isn't really drastically unhealthy. So yeah, I went on a food shop and I bought loads more vegetables, and I decided that the way that my diet was going to be was that I can't restrict myself, otherwise it's not going to be a lifestyle, it's going to be a fad diet that ends in like 2 days. I want this to be a lifestyle, I want to be healthy, and I want it to be something that is good nutritionally. So I decided that for breakfast I would be having something that would sustain me very well. So and I'm quite a creature of habit, so I have like 3 go-to breakfasts. And the first one is I have porridge. If you guys watch my first vlog, you'll see that I buy the Oats So Simple porridge pots because I can have them on the train on the way to uni, and I add half a teaspoon of peanut butter or a teaspoon of honey, sometimes both depending on how sweet I want it, but usually I'm not that sweet toothy. And the second breakfast I love is toast with low-fat soft cheese and cherry tomatoes, and I always buy brown toast or rye toast. And the third one is toast with egg, hummus, and cherry tomatoes. So yeah, I do have a thing for cherry tomatoes. Those are like my 3 favourite breakfasts to have, and I kind of stick to it. And it got to a point where like my dad would like every once in a while randomly on like a Sunday make like a fry up of like sausages and like bacon and whatever, and I literally would look at it and I'd be like, how could you have that greasiness, like that much fat in a breakfast? Like I really couldn't see myself even craving it, because I'd gotten so used to having something that's like really filling but also not like greasy and bad for you. So that was like the main thing. And I also have to say that I never used to eat breakfast, which was crazy. I used to think that like eating breakfast made me fat because it made me hungry like much quicker, and also I used to think that I'm not hungry in the mornings, which is not true. I think I used to tell myself that I'm not hungry, whereas I probably was hungry. I don't know. But yeah, so switching to eating breakfast in itself really sped up my metabolism, because you know, as soon as the first thing you eat, that's when your body's metabolic clock starts going. So it really helped and aided my weight loss, believe it or not, by eating breakfast. And then for lunch and dinner, my basic rule is that I get a plate, and I'm no nutritionist, by the way, this is just what I do and what's worked for me that I'm sharing with you guys. And like, you know, obviously consult like your doctor or whoever necessary if you feel like you need help with weight loss. But what I personally do is I get a plate and I split it into 3 sections, so like thirds. 1/3 of it I have like my rice or my bread or my pasta or whatever my like staple carbohydrate is, potatoes. Then the other third is my like meaty protein portion, so it could be a stew, because I'm Persian, my family makes a lot of stews. We have like kebabs, it could be anything like grilled salmon, whatever you want it to be, but the protein portion of your food. And then the final third of my food was either vegetables or salad, like grilled vegetables, boiled vegetables, like kale. I love something Persian called salad Shirazi, which is like, it's a salad that loads of countries have and just have different names for it, but it's my favorite salad in the world, and I pretty much have that with every meal that my mum makes. So just making these healthy food swaps really aided me. And the next thing that really helped me in my diet is that I told myself that like this kind of rule that we have ingrained in us in childhood, that you have to finish everything that's on your plate, is not necessarily always good, because there's loads of times where I'm full before I finish what's on my plate and I just eat for the sake of eating it. So when I'm like in the beginning I wasn't really sure when the timings are when I'd be full. So after I'd eaten about 2/3 or 3/4 of my food, I'd kind of stop and I'd ask myself, are you full? And if the answer was no, then that's fine, keep eating. And then if the answer was yes, I'm full, then I'd stop. And that in itself made such a huge difference, because I realized that my own appetite is so much less than my eyes think that they are. So I thought that that was like a real eye-opener for me, definitely. Another diet thing that I did was, as soon as I joined the gym around that time as well, or maybe before it, I gave up fizzy drinks. I have unfortunately broken this rule since 3 months ago when I went to Iran, and they don't really have many alternatives to fizzy drinks. So it was either fizzy drinks or water, and in some places like they genuinely didn't even have water. It was crazy. Like you'd go to people's houses and like they're so hospitable that like they want to give you the best of the best, so they'd given you like all the best fizzy drinks, but there was no water. So I ended up like going back to like diet sodas, and I think after this video I'm gonna, that's it, I'm gonna cut it out. Yeah, I stopped drinking fizzy drinks for about 1.5 years. I've done this loads of times in my life, and I actually realized how much it helps, because one, it reduces the bloat in your stomach, and two, I think sugar-free drinks actually, some people say that it makes you gain weight, because it tricks your body into thinking you're about to have loads of sugar and that your body needs to store the sugar. So anything that you've eaten alongside the sugar-free drink, your body will start storing. So yeah, in that sense, I guess it's really good to give up fizzy drinks if you're willing to do that. So I do have some exceptions to the fizzy drink rule for some reason. I drink elderflower and fizzy apple juice like whenever I've given up fizzy drinks. I don't know why that's my exception, and I really have it rarely. It's only like in restaurants that do it. I don't go out and buy it to have at the house. Having like loads of orange juice and like things like that are so good for your health, and automatically by incorporating like 1/3 of my diet as like vegetables or salad, it made me so much more healthier. My skin was better. I was obviously drinking more water because I wasn't having fizzy drinks, so that helped my skin. But definitely not restricting yourself and giving yourself achievable goals is so important. If I sat down from day one and was like, I'm gonna lose 12 kg, I never planned on losing that much, by the way. It just happened as a result of the changes that I told you guys I made. But if I sat down from day one and I was like, I'm gonna lose 12 kg, I need to make it happen ASAP, then I would never be where I am. Results take time, and I would say for me to lose that full weight was from November until like mid-August, was how long it took me to lose that much weight. And I don't weigh myself either. I weigh myself every like every like, I don't know, month and a half, and I think that's more just to make sure that I'm like in a healthy balance, and like yeah, like I don't even have a scale that works at home. So I don't emphasize looking at your weight, because I feel like in the beginning when I saw that I'd only lost 1 kilo, that really put me off, because I was like, oh no, like I've been trying so hard and I'm not really seeing any results. So instead I take loads of progress pictures, and taking progress pictures allows you to kind of see the differences that you wouldn't be able to spot from a scale. A scale doesn't break things down for you, like how much muscle you have, how much your fat weighs, how much your water in your body weighs, how much your bones weigh. So yeah, don't look at the scale. And I didn't include my weight in this video because I don't want you guys to fixate on my weight and think that that's a goal. I'm 5'1.5", 5'2", and my BMI when I started my weight loss journey was like borderline. It was normal, but like very close to like the overweight side. It wasn't there yet, but it was very close. And now I'm on like the other end where I'm still normal, but I'm like closer to the underweight side, even though I'm not underweight. But yeah, like I would say I'm in like the healthier range now. So focus more on like your BMI, what's perfect for like your height and stuff. If you guys don't know what BMI is, it's basically your weight over your height squared. I'll link below the NHS link for how to calculate it, but it gives you a good idea of where you should be weighing roughly. It doesn't give you like a really strict zone, it gives you like a nice rough margin. So don't focus on your weight, focus more on progress and progress pictures, and don't give yourself a time limit. Otherwise, that's it. Like all these diets you hear about or read about, or even those YouTube videos, I lost 30 I lost 30 pounds in 3 months. Well, that's not healthy and it's not sustainable. And if it's a quick fix, it's usually a quick reverse as well. So it's not gonna last for you. I've like lost this weight and managed to keep it off and be happy and full and never ever go hungry for ages now. And usually when you're restricting yourself, you see like really bad like changes in your health. For example, you lack a lot of vitamins, because when you're restricting yourself, you're restricting like the variety of food you eat as well, and that affects your hair. If you're a girl, it affects your periods and your menstruation, and it affects like your nails, your skin. You can get really bad skin from it. So all of these things are really important when you're bearing in mind if you want to lose weight. Don't think of a quick fix, because a quick fix is, like I said, just as quickly reversible, and you don't want that. The last thing that I would say that is really helpful in not just weight loss journey, like weight loss if that's not your goal and it's just about having a healthy and balanced lifestyle, I feel like this video still applies to you. So I think if you want to make a change in your lifestyle, it really helps if there's someone else around you who also wants to make the change, or who you want to encourage to make the change. I couldn't find this person personally in my family because my sisters don't live here, so I couldn't like do these things alongside with them. So I had a friend who I started off my like whole journey with in terms of like going to the gym and trying to eat healthier, and it kind of like encourages you a lot more, because if one of you slips up, like the other one will be like, okay, we're not gonna have this tomorrow, or I think we've done well enough to like have a crepe. Oh, I forgot to mention this, like don't restrict yourself. If you fancy a crepe, go and have that crepe, but don't, make sure you're not having it every single day. If you're having it like, if you're having a cheat meal like 25% of the time and you're healthy 75% of the time, that is the perfect balance. Don't regret it, don't sit down being upset or anything. Like I was saying, with like my friend, I would, if we felt like we deserved a cheat meal, we would have it, like the odd like, I don't know, KFC or McDonald's or whatever. But you find anyway that you naturally start going off these things, and when you make switches, like you kind of don't crave the things that you used to crave before. And when you do eat it, because you're not used to eating that level of like fat, like saturated fats and like grease, that when you do eat it, it kind of tastes weird in your mouth anyway, and you don't enjoy it as much. So yeah, like if you have someone who can motivate you and like work out with you, then that's great. Not saying that you can't do it alone. I think eventually, like after like 3-4 months, like we started like doing our own like healthy lifestyle thing, but in the beginning when you want to get kick started, it's really helpful, and people around you will notice the change. And like I remember when I told you guys I went on that huge like Whole Foods shop, I like bought like loads of like bars, so that when I go out, like my biggest, like before I lost weight, my biggest like pitfall, or like the thing that I would always succumb to, was crepes. I love crepes with milk chocolate or Nutella. They are my favorite thing ever, and banana as well, like crepes with chocolate and banana. And I decided that when I go out with my friends, I'm gonna like take bars with me, like nut bars or like naked bars, fruit bars, whatever, and whenever I'm craving that, I'll have that with my tea instead of like a crepe or like something sweet. And I remember one of my friends, he turned around and he was like to me, we were all out sitting in a group, and I was just really craving something sweet, so I pulled out this nut bar, and this was like the first time I'd ever done it, and I was about to have my tea, and my friend goes, Seppi, what the hell is that? And I was like, oh, like it's just a nut bar, I'm just trying to be a bit healthier. And then he actually really respected that. Like he was like, oh, that's so cool, this, like good for you, like well done. You're gonna have some people who are gonna think that like automatically you're going extreme and be like, oh my god, don't be one of those people or whatever. Like don't listen to that, because people don't know you on a daily basis and your ins and outs, and so long as you're healthy and you're always full and you don't feel like you're really restricting yourself to the point where you're not happy, then you're completely fine. So yeah, I think that I've shared pretty much all the tips that I have and my entire weight loss journey and how I approached it. So hopefully this helps you guys, but if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below or tweet me. I have Twitter, and I just got recently it's at the Persian Bunny, I think so. Or you can write in my comment section on Instagram. My Instagram is just at Persian Bunny, and I'll respond to your questions there. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more like health and lifestyle videos, for example, like what I eat in a day, or I don't know, any suggestions that you guys might have, then please do let me know. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.